Hi everyone, I'm Marshall Carper, and welcome back to Marketing Monday. So this piece is going to go a little bit longer than usual. That's because I'm going to walk you through step by step how I took a piece of content viral. So let me start at the beginning of the story here. So Maui Ocean Center, they're based in Maui. They do a lot of sea life rescue, sea life support, sea life education. Their services and their work is expansive. They do way more than I can summarize in a quick little video. But they told me that they had a challenge telling their story beyond Hawaii. They felt like people in Hawaii knew what they did, but they wanted a more national audience, a more international audience to attract people to visit the Maui Ocean Center. So I started going through their content and I found they had this really cool video, 3 years old though, about how they partner with a local organization to find whales that have been entangled in like fishing gear, track them down, cut the gear loose so that the whales can then hunt freely, right? Because they're not entangled with this stuff anymore. So you see this kind of stuff with like sea turtles and sea lions and things like that all the time. So they had this great footage, but the video was 45 minutes long. So what I did is I cut down the best 30 seconds. So the most action-rich footage, I turned that into a GIF. So not a video, I turned it into an animated graphic. So if you're not familiar with GIFs, you should check it out. It's a big part of viral marketing. So I had the GIF, and then I put the GIF on Imager. So I've talked about Imager in the past, and it's a big platform for social media that a lot of brands are underestimating. So when I put it on Imager, I made sure I put a catchy title in it, a title that not only told the story, but also made people want to click for more. So I used the Today I Learned format and then listed out what was happening in the GIF so that people wanted to actually watch it. And thankfully, this piece of content was super action-y, super engaging. So there's a lot of things for people to grab onto and be interested in. So that made it a little bit easier for it to catch fire. Then the description explained what it was, linked out to the video I got it from, included some good hashtags on Imager. That's the beginning. Then from there, I put the GIF on Reddit. So on Reddit, I put it in two communities: Humans Being Bros and GIF. So the Humans Being Bros is for humans that are helping animals or humans that are helping other humans. So I felt like it would do pretty well there. And the GIF format is, the GIF subreddit rather, is a community dedicated to interesting GIFs. So I was like, if this GIF is interesting, these people will love it. So it turned out that the GIF community was really excited about it, got 1,000 upvotes over the course of it being online, and they helped propel more traffic to Imager, which drove more views from Imager to the original video. So all told, we got 85,000 views. So there's a couple key things that happened here. One, found great content. Two, great copy went with the content. So it wasn't just the video itself. There was great descriptive copy that drove people to the GIF that made it interesting. I spread it to the right communities. I found the right communities online from my time having been a part and seeded the traction in those communities. And I also pushed the content to my own audience and my own fan base to try to fan the flames a little bit. Now, if the Maui Ocean Center was a client or if I was the one inside the organization, I would have followed up with a couple other things. I would have shared that GIF since it went viral at 85,000 views. I would have sent it to my journalist contacts. I would have sent it to maybe some press. I would have sent it to some of our partner organizations, especially the one featured in the video, told them about it, asked them to share it. And then I would have followed up with more content in that same vein to keep kind of feeding that flywheel so that people can stay engaged with the brand and get more of that kind of content that they're clearly interested in based on the initial engagement. So that's a quick hit of how that piece of content went viral and how you can apply it to your brand. Not every piece of content you do is going to go viral. Not every piece of content is going to catch fire. But if you approach it with this mindset of following these best practices, you'll have far more success than you would if you were just kind of doing a scattershot approach. Hope that helps, and I'll see you again next week.